Welcome to Eddie's Football Waffle, yeah. Okay, we have to stop doing this fucking pep talk behind the fucking curtain. We should be fucking okay with doing these videos now. We should be fucking confident now, okay? Ralph Rangnick's here, come on. Let's get into it. Manager bounce. Gagan. Let's go. Guys, welcome to the fourth waffle. Sorry. It's the third one actually. It's the third one, you fucking idiot, man. You don't even do enough work for the fourth. Yes, I'm your host, Eddie O2, your fine teddy bear looking host with the big fat cheeks. I am here once again, and I've got to talk about Ralph Rangnick finally being here, despite Brexit, despite Bojo's fucking legislation that has stopped European talent and all other talents from all over the globe coming in here on a nice fluent transaction. We had to wait for this man to come in, but in that last game against Crystal Palace, we saw a manager bounce. The guys were gagging. They were going for the press. They were going for the Gagan press. They tried. People like Fred, McTominay, pressing. McTominay, okay, didn't quite play the whole game as well as he could, but Fred Davids is now the name on the YouTube streets. This guy is having some, I don't know if we can call it form yet. He's only had a good last few games after being shocking so far, but he's coming through and he's looking like he's going to do well in a high pressing system. We were making tackles out before, having more possession, suffocating Crystal Palace. I think we played a 4-2-2-2. Ralph Rangnick's vision, we will play in and allowing the fullbacks to bomb on. And this is coming after Ralph has not even had a proper training session with the lads. How do you come in and we're already seeing that kind of football philosophy, pressing a team into the trenches? It was kind of weird though, because we started off the game well, and then the second half was a bit bad. It was kind of opposite to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer era, because under Ole we'd have shitty first half and then a barnstorming for second half. Well, not all the time, but sometimes. And then in the game after that one, in Ralph's second game, we saw that it was a free hit in the Champions League. We were already qualified against Young Boys. It was a chance for the young boys of Man United to come through and get a taste of the Champions League. But there was no stakes, so I didn't really take too much from that game. It was good to see a few of the young boys, like I said, get their first few minutes of proper football. Zidane Iqbal, Savage, few of the other guys that have appeared before, such as Elanga and Ahmad, but I can't really take too much from that, because it's really about the high stakes games. And then going into the games coming up with Norwich, they're the whipping boys of the division. I don't care if they've really had like a new manager. They've basically taken Aston Villa's reject in Dean Smith. That wasn't their plan to get him, so I reckon Man United could beat him on passion alone. Something that Ole would be proud of. But yeah, I reckon when we get to play some more of the mid-table teams like Brentford and Brighton, who have their B-Tech tiki-taka, then that's when we're going to have to see that hopefully the Gegenpress is more implemented into the team. But as a Man United fan, I'm going to be patient. I'm hoping all the football purists that are in the fan base are going to be patient, because basically we're a club who have not had football structure since Sir Alex has left. We've not had any proper real structure. We've tried to get in quick fix merchants. We've tried to get in people like Van Gaal, Van Gaal actually, to be honest, with his footballing philosophy, there was some kind of vision there, but they didn't give him enough time. Even though he won a cup, he didn't get Champions League remake. That it all boils down to that. Then we got Jose. I forgot about Moyes. I don't think Moyes has to be talked about. He took a team of champions from 1st to 7th, but maybe he didn't get enough time. But that's a big drop. I don't know if he get enough time after that. Jose as well, getting a few cups, but then ultimately not getting backed enough, so he throws the team under the bus. I've said in a previous video, it's Jose Trollinho, and he made it so the players would down tools, and now we've got this whole kind of myth that players down tools at Man United. No, it's not. Yes, when it's in response to a troll, but for Ole didn't have the philosophy. We could see that the football was bad. Even when we were winning games, the football was bad. So now Ralph Rangnick is here, and we need to be patient for this Gegenpress to be brought into fruition, okay? We need to be patient. He needs people to come in, and I'm so glad, even though maybe their CVs are not the best. Chris Amas comes in as an assistant coach from the New York Red Bulls. That's the MLS. Maybe you want to denigrate it, but the thing is, he knows Ralph's ball. Huh? Not his balls. He knows Ralph's ball. He knows Ralph Gegenpress. So you bring someone in that knows that kind of thing, so you can fast track the mentality onto the players. Ralph has said he's not getting the training sessions that he wants to get with the players because there's such a high turnaround of games in this Christmas phase, and that's due to the fucking Glazers not acting soon enough and getting this guy in to come in and train the guys properly. He is having to rely on video analysis, trying to, this is what a genius does. Thinks on his feet and says, okay, I can't train with the guys physically and get them gegenpressing like physical like I want them to, so I'm going to show them the gegenpress. Here's the video, guys. Here's the education. The boys at Man United are going back to school. Chris Amas is going to come in and assist with changing that mentality from Ole ball, the counter-attack, garbage. It's garbage, man. It looked like garbage. It's fair enough. It got us top 3, top 2 in this past few seasons. Maybe it's debatable as to whether the league was that good because Chelsea were messing about, Liverpool injuries in one season. But anyway, this is now the time where Man United get back to brass tacks. That is the basis of playing ball. When you have a great system, just like your Peps at Man City, your Klopps at Liverpool, you have your system. The environment of the league is systematic play. These top dons have systematic play, and that's the logic. If you have good systematic play of how to dominate a game, it's going to lead to trophies. We're now at ground zero, where we need to build football philosophy, and then the trophies will come. In my opinion, that's the disclaimer. In my opinion, we need to be very patient as fans and get the football philosophy going. It can't be a quick fix. It will be awesome if we could get some trophies quickly, like Tuchel got at Chelsea, but I think that is not the time. We don't have their footballing structure. Despite Chelsea firing, sacking everyone, even when they don't have enough time or whatever, they still have the footballing director. They still have an owner who knows ball, who's a football fan. Man United have Glazers who just wanted to do the commercial side. They're only just coming onto the football side. We don't have the footballing director that's very good. That's why Rangnick is on a 6-month contract for interim management of the football and then consultancy, which hopefully he will go into football directing. If all of these things need to be put in place, we can't expect miracles. We can't expect fast-tracked football to trophies. We've got to do the philosophy, pay our dues, get respect back on the Man United name in terms of football, and then the trophies logically will follow. So getting back to what Ralph is doing, it's Fix It Ralph settings, not Wreck It Ralph, it's Fix It Ralph settings. He's getting in a sports psychologist. I'm not surprised that someone needs to come in to change the mentality, to help, along with changing the football philosophy, change the mentality. Sasha Lenz is coming in to hypnotize these guys into being winners. I'm sure it's got to be that, because we used to hear people like McTominay come out and say, we go into every game as underdogs. At Man United, how are we doing that shit at the best team in the Premier League over a legacy of 13 Premier League trophies? How is it now that we're underdogs? It's a great time for someone to come back in and tell these guys again that you are winners. It would be great if it could be a fast-tracked kind of hypnotism, like a Jedi mind trick. Sasha Lenz comes in and says, underdog is not the mentality you are looking for. Yes, this is the Premier League you are fighting for. Yes, you are the dons of the Premier League, like Obi-Wan Kenobi just worked the Jedi mind trick. So it's good that Ralph is getting in these new guys. Carrick did well to leave as well. Maybe people like Phelan and McKenna might go out the door once Rangnick is getting his people in, his lieutenants. If you're going to be the general, you still need your lieutenants. I don't think there's time to keep allowing people like Phelan or McKenna to keep learning on the job. Even Darren Fletcher, technical director. So a technical director is a coach as well. That needs to be sorted out because Fletcher has been on the sidelines doing some coaching business. That's a bit weird. But this is where we're at. This is why I emphasize the fact that we need to be patient to see this football structure fixed, because we've got people in different roles all over the place, and that doesn't mean you get trophies. If you're getting trophies, you should have the fundamentals in place. I mean, I think we've been fortunate to even win trophies under Van Gaal and Jose Mourinho, despite having a structure that was flawed. So I think we've really got to be patient. I emphasize that. We've got a guy that knows football that's in here. Ralph knows ball. He knows how to control. Control is the number one fundamental of being a champion. But there's quite a bit for the godfather of the gegenpress to fix. He's got the players to react well, but there still is issues. There's still outstanding questions as to whether some of these players can really take on what Ralph wants to do. People like Wan-Bissaka, I've heard fans saying he may be counted out already. People are getting on his back for not being able to go forwards at this current time and play well. I just think overall Wan-Bissaka is one of my favourites. I think he's got the good recovery challenges to play on the high line, and with the kind of orchestrated passing systems that should be implemented, Wan-Bissaka will get back to earning his name of Spider-Man, the man that puts those tackles in, the best one-on-one tackler. He will get back to what I've called him, Obi-Wan Bissaka. He will get back to his Jedi ways, and he will be one of them guys that will show the Gegen force. I think he comes back, but it'd be good to see him in a good rotational system with Dalot. And obviously there's players like Bruno who have already, they've showed potential in the system. Maybe he'll be calmed down into maybe making a few more shorter passes than compared to the trademark Bruno punt. The likes of Shaw, I think he's put on a bit of weight lately, but with Ralph coming in, he will know the kind of regime that Shaw needs to be on. No more Burger King, that's gotta be boycotted. I reckon Shaw will be, brought up to the pace, and there will be good competition between Shaw, Tellez, Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. There will be good competition between all of them. The likes of Rashford, a little bit off form, but he's got legs for days, and in the high pressing system, he's the Usain Bolt of this team. Surely there's a place for Rashford to keep going. I mean, he got started with Ronaldo in the first game against Palace. There's I think Ralph was thinking you've got pace in Rashford, and I've got the good heading ability and good finishing of Ronaldo. That link up, there's got to be potential for that to build. Anyway, I really back Ralph Rangnick because of the way he has talked about controlling the game. In his press conference, he was talking about play with the ball away from our goal. We've got to stop the coincidental wins. That means getting the pressure on the other team and making sure the law of averages suit your team as the better team on paper, which we are going to be in a lot of games. We've got the squad for it. I really back this guy to do well, because the CV, okay, it doesn't say trophies, but like I've said already, we need to get back to football philosophy. We need to get back to basics, and then the trophies will come. The guy is a genius, okay? Managers have taken from him. Managers have taken philosophy from him, and you don't take philosophy from someone unless they're a genius. The likes of Nagelsmann at Bayern Munich, that's a top team. He's taken parts of the gegenpress from Ralph. He's worked with him before. The likes of Klopp, who's recently won a league and a Champions League, has taken gegenpress from him. The likes of Tuchel has taken the mentality to push fullbacks forward, or just other aspects that are part of the gegenpress. Tuchel has taken from him. He's a good manager at Chelsea. all these top German coaches have taken from Ralph, that means Ralph is the visionary. And we've got the visionary at Man United now. You see other things on Ralph's CV. Taking the likes of Leipzig from the 4th tier in German football to top 4 and being a staple in the Champions League. That is some wizardry right there. That is magician stuff. That's like the equivalent of turning Accrington Stanley
Who are they? Exactly.
to a top 4 Spurs when they used to be a staple in the Champions League. And I think it's even better than that because Accrington Stanley are actually in the 3rd tier here. That is the kind of thing that, besides the trophies, he's a developmental coach. That is what Man U need to get back to the top. Get the football philosophy right. And besides that, we know he's going into to do some consultancy. Maybe he might need some more time at managerial level. It might have to go past the 6 months. But when he goes to the board, I'm hoping he's going to be having some of these decisions where it's football director level, because he has the reputation for signing uncut gems, not overpriced appliances like we've seen recently. Maguire fridge. We've not seen us get uncut gems like we used to with Ronaldo when he was a kid. Helped him turn into top level specimen. Ralph Rangnick has signed the likes of Mane for 450k. This guy is now at Liverpool, balling out. He's worth maybe 80 million. The likes of Firmino bought for pennies. He's now worth millions at Liverpool. The likes of Upamecano, Konate, all these guys bought for pennies at some point during Ralph Rangnick's reign at other clubs that are now multi-million pound signings. This guy we've got is a visionary, and we've got to be patient. We've got to see what he can do. We've already seen in the matter of a few days, the guy doesn't have his coaching staff. The guy's not even had training sessions, and we're already Gegen pressing, man. Gegen. Let's see what Ralph can do at the will. Let's go. GGMU and all of that, man. Let's go. Anyway, I've waffled for long enough here. I've waffled. Thanks for still being here. If you're at this time in the video, like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. And I will be on with another waffle soon. Take care, guys.